Hey guys, kinggath here with episode 2 of my Children of Adam Fallout 4 Sim Settlements Forever Let's Play. And in this particular one, we're going to catch up with where we're at in just a second. I'll talk about what we're going to do next. But first, I want to talk about the new mods I have installed. So first up, we have VAF's Redux. And this was not select... it may have been recommended by someone at some point. I couldn't find it on my old list. But who reminded me of this was Bowen324, who had suggested the bullet time mod. And VAF's is basically a much more in-depth version of that. So I want to try this out because I am going to be missing my jet on this character. But one of the issues I'm going to have with this, you can see I got the little crit meter down on the bottom right. One of the issues I'm going to have is I'm using a controller. It's just how I prefer to play this game, and I can't bind anything to that. So I've got to use my keyboard, which is a little awkward, but I've decided the space key would be nice, so I can just hit it pretty easily with just by moving my left hand and still being able to hold on to my thumbstick and being able to do that. So I think I should be okay. Not going to be the best. It might end up being that it's just too clunky to use, so I don't ever end up using it, but I'm going to try because I do like the idea of using bullet time over VATS, just because VATS can be a little clunky to get in and out of and whatnot. But we're gonna probably I might try and enable VATS as well. I think there's an option to do that so that I can use both if it becomes a problem where I just can't reach that spacebar or just keep forgetting to do it, because it is awkward that my my button that we do get to bind to VATS doesn't actually do anything with VAFs. That's a little awkward. I don't know how they can get around that though. The next mod I installed is military MREs, suggested by Thucad, which we will talk about in just a moment. And then last but certainly not least, I installed Silent UI, suggested by Bookfound. And it's interesting. Silent UI I thought might be a little different, but I looked at the number ID, and it's one of the first mods ever uploaded for Fallout 4 to Nexus. It's file number 112. And that mod, the Silent UI, just disables a bunch of sound effects, or has the option to. I only disabled the Idiot Savant because we do... let me get the perk menu open here. We do have Idiot Savant. Looks like I'm about to get another perk, actually. That sound effect drives me insane. There are a few others that drive me insane as well, but I don't have those perks, so I'm not going to mess with it. So other perks that I've grabbed, just so you guys know, I grabbed Wasteland Whisperer because I want to play with Beastmaster, and it's supposed to have a hook into the Wasteland Whisperer and Animal Friend perks so that you can use those, so that since we're not using dog meat, and maybe I'll go back and get dog meat, I haven't decided yet, but we definitely want some creature companions. So as soon as I find one that's low enough level, we're going to snag them. Hopefully Beastmaster doesn't require any fancy stuff because I didn't look into it much. And I think other than that, I think I had to get one more point in a stat, like I think charisma I had to get in order, so it was like level 2. No, maybe that's not it. I think level 2 I got Idiot Savant, level 3. And then, yeah, it must have been level 3. I had to get Charisma. Level 4, I grabbed Wasteland Whisperer. So now I don't think we need to put any more special stat points, which is good, because I must have miscalculated when I was originally building my character. But we're in good shape there. The other problem I'm going to see with VAFs is I was planning on getting awareness, just because we're going to we definitely got to get into that Gamma gameplay once we get to Children of Adam, and I want to see the resistances, and VAFs makes it a little awkward to use awareness. So VAFs might not stick around, but we're going to try it. All right, so now on to where we were. So... we came in here and we found Paladin Danse. I felt like the way we're playing this character, we're embracing our military background. We're kind of going behind. We're going back of the woods, and it makes sense now after that little Abernathy experience. Is basically at the intro to our game, we saw that it seems to us like all humans are attacking us. So then joining up with a military squad just seems like the natural evolution for our character. And then we can kind of go Apocalypse Now style and start up a cult eventually when we meet the Children of Adam. I think the other awesome thing about going with Danse like this is that he's going to take us. Spoiler alert! He's going to take us, and it's going to be our first encounter with Synths. So we're going to have a real negative sense of Synths going into Far Harbor, as our only experience will be having them assault us violently with Paladin Danse in tow. So I think that's going to be a good introduction to them for the storyline we're trying to play out here. And so here we go. And that ties into the military MREs too. The reason I went with that is I like the idea of this character just really embracing his military background until we start getting into Children of Adam stuff. So eating MREs is going to be our primary source of food once we start finding those. All right, Danse, let's get rolling.
Paladin Danse.
Ready? Outstanding. Follow me, and try not to lag behind.
You're the one putzing around. Let's go.
You better get a move on. It's not a good idea to keep Paladin Danse waiting.
All right, come on. There's got to be a fix for this. This feels like something we could do a mod for. Like a alternate activation that bypasses the open when an NPC goes through and just teleports us out there. That should be totally feasible. I'll add that to my mod idea list. I've been slowly collecting little mod ideas while I play again, which feels really weird because I did that the very first time I played through, and then I went through and built some of those mods, but most of the other ones got built by others, but there's still some that don't seem to exist, or maybe you guys know about them. Maybe you guys know of a mod that already does that, and then I won't have to make it. I gotta look into this AI package he uses here, Mod Nerd Talk. I love the fact that he kind of runs ahead of you. Oh god, there's the first crash. All right, let's try this again. So, funny thing about all that, it just took me quite a while before I even got to get back in the game and try and see if our crashing was going to continue, is I was trying to use VAFs in one of my tests, and it stopped my recording because the way the OBS is set up. I mean, it keeps the start recording, stop recording button highlighted, so that every time I would turn on VAFs, I was stopping my recording. Didn't recognize it for quite a while, so I have no idea what you guys have or haven't heard, but as far as I can tell, the crash was just a fluke and not a pre-combined issue that we're going to keep running into. So, but we'll find out. Oh, hey, here we go.
Not getting past me.
I'm gonna be sick.
What was that? Okay, it was them
It might
versus Merchant.
surprise you to learn that my recon team isn't the first to visit the Commonwealth. Over the last 7 years, 2 other teams were sent here by the Brotherhood to gather technology. The first team's mission was a huge success.
Oh man, there's all sorts of Creation Club stuff over here.
Artifacts and historical documents. The second wasn't so fortunate. Shortly after they arrived, we lost contact with them, and they haven't been heard from since. As far
Sorry to
as
hear
my
that.
team goes, we've lost 4 good men to this godforsaken wasteland. Been a target for
Sea
the moment
Captain's
we
hat.
arrived.
Oh.
But despite our setbacks,
2 Sea
I don't
Captain's hat.
intend
What
to
are the
give up
odds?
and head home. Or end up missing.
Actually, you know what? We might need one of those. We're gonna have to ride a boat in a little bit. We'll save one of these for our trip over to Far Harbor. All right, so I think I started talking about this before a little crash incident, but I love the way that it feels like a follow package, but they're always ahead of you. Oh, and so my solution to the stop recording on OBS thing was, first of all, I fixed my hotkeys in OBS. Turns out you can just run that in Administrator, and those hotkeys will work in game. But I also remapped my VAF hotkeys, so they're a little closer to where I set my hand with the controller. But I was really hoping I could use Joy to Map, which is a program that lets you redirect your controller hotkeys to keystrokes. But apparently the only way I can get that working with Fallout 4 is to actually put my game in, like, disable the controller and then kind of trick it, which, oh, that means we found a wasteland, a wacky wasteland thing around here somewhere. Where is it? Anyway, I would have to disable the default controls, and I just didn't feel like going through all that hassle, so we're still stuck with having reached and used the keyboard. Where is this wild wasteland thing? It can't be that. That's not. There's nothing kooky about this little thing, unless it's just maybe all the references are over my head. Like, it turned out the last reference was from the Walking Dead video game, which I have not played. In fact, I've never even seen Walking Dead. So, yes, I know. Shame on me. What kind of nerd am I? Not enough time. There's too much good TV out there. Too much good entertainment across the board. Too many great games I haven't played. Too many great movies and TV shows I haven't seen. I can never keep up with it all anymore.
It was corporations like this that put the last nail in the coffin for mankind. They exploited technology for their own gains, pocketing the cash and ignoring the damage they've done.
Oh, and for everybody who mentioned that my video quality was absolute garbage in episode 1, you are absolutely right. And if it happens again in this episode, then you won't ever hear this, because I will not release it like that again. We'll just delay our episodes. But hopefully we got our OBS issues all sorted out now. There's a lot of dead robots. What are you doing, Danse? Come on.
Excuse me, Paladin Danse?
Look at these wrecks. It appears as though the facility's automated security's already been dealt with.
Don't mind me, I'm just a hoarder.
Is this the Brotherhood of Steel's handiwork?
Unfortunately, no. Look at the evidence. There isn't a single spent ammunition casing or drop of blood in sight. These robots were assaulted by Institute Synths.
Here we go.
Synth. Isn't that the same as robot?
They're an abuse of technology created by the Institute. Abominations meant to improve upon humanity. It's unacceptable. They simply can't be allowed to exist.
What's the Institute?
They're a group of scientists who went underground when the Great War started. Spent the last few decades littering the Commonwealth with their technological nightmares.
It sounds like you're scared of synths.
There's a measurable difference between being frightened and being prepared. Now, let's move out.
Oh, I didn't even notice the objective that said speak to Paladin Danse. I'm such a loot hoarder. Just always looking for duct tape and adhesive.
After we're done here, I'll have to mark this place for sweep and retrieve.
Sweep and retrieve. That was what salvage beacon's supposed to do. I actually need to go back. I'm sure I have the experience now with AI that I could actually redesign salvage beacons to where the NPCs just go in and strip the whole place clean for you. I should do that one day because that would be really awesome. Then we can avoid, like, don't get me wrong, like, looting is fun. I love exploring and finding new loot. But after a couple hours of playing, I'm done with it. I'm over that gameplay loop, and then I just want all of the things without having to deal with inventory management or anything. And I know some people just go with, the no inventory, unlimited inventory. But I like the idea of putting people to work. That's why I make settlement mods. All right, what do we got to do here? Oh, let's see. Oh, I think this thing has. There's a way to get this password. Let's see if I can.
Why the heck are they making us record this? Oh crap! It's on, isn't it? This is Technician Rand, Arc-Jet Propulsion Division. I'm here with Technician Janowski, work log A1190. Janowski and I have been working on the Mars Shot project for about 3 months now, and I think we have the thrust calculations worked out.
Man, I wish I was headed up there with those guys. It'd be nice to get the hell away from our lousy planet.
Hey, easy. If we don't record these logs properly, we're going to get fired. The supervisor is already itching to get rid of us, especially since it's taking us longer than we promised.
So what? We've been drafted anyway. We're shipping out in a few weeks, remember? Soon we'll be doing push-ups, eating freeze-dried rations, and just wishing we were spending our day inside a cushy private laboratory.
Of course I remember. But I'm trying not to imagine getting my head blown off when I'm on the front line, and keeping my mind on work is helping me deal with the problem. Maybe that doesn't make sense to you, but it's important to me, okay?
All right.
There we go. Get wrecked, synths. Oh, let's play with our new toy. Oh, that doesn't last very long. Wow. So the VAF's definitely hardcore. You've got to invest serious points into making it useful. Oh, I like this gun. This is fun. Over where? Oh, you got him. Nice headshot. They just look like robots with creepy masks at this level. Whoa. All right, you got the power armor. You go in there. Oh, you know what? I probably have a bunch of grenades I'm not using. Well, let's see here. Oh, only one? All right, well, this isn't realistic, but we'll take it. Molotov you, turret. And that was a little slow there. You got this, Dance. Okay, let's see here. I already grabbed the password, so should be good to go. There we go. Oh, hey guys. Ooh, let's hit the VAPs. And then... Oh, wow. It just runs out like instantly. Okay, that is an overhaul. I'll have to get used to that. I think they did that so that you actually have to invest points into making it a build instead of just having the super powerful VATs. But I actually did, when I was off camera at some point, just enable classic VATs because I'm gonna, oh god, not be able to use the keyboard very often. I'm gonna forget about it, and I still occasionally just need to be able to hit that pause button in combat and get my bearings. There we go.
Remain vigilant. We've got turrets ahead.
Oh, here we go. +5 crit damage. I will take it.
Nice try.
Yeah, you go deal with those. You're in power armor, bud. I'm gonna go around. Good job. You got it, Dance. I believe in you. Oh, I'm out of space already. What do we got I can drop? I'm not dropping the sea captain's hat. That was fate that we found that. Here, we'll get rid of some loot. Sort by weight. Perfect. Buy broom. This has one screw. We can sacrifice that. And this all, I can get rid of that too. What about this? Oh, why do I keep grabbing the? I guess I am always thinking I need oil. Well, whatever. I got a 10-pound buffer now. Whoa! Wow, that was some slow reaction time. I would not survive in a competitive shooter. Good job. See, you don't need me. You could have done this all on your own. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Man, the jammer habit is real. I just can't stop picking up cigarettes and booze.
Engine core's ahead. Should be our final stop.
Okay, lead the way. Ah, yes. Love that set piece. That is why it ended up on an Industrial Revolution plot. I think it's been on a couple other add-on pack plots as well. It's such a sweet asset.
But it looks like the elevators are dead. We'll have to keep heading down for now and find a way to get the facility's power back online. There has to be a power backup system somewhere. Scout the maintenance area off of the main chamber. I'll remain here and watch our backs.
Okay, I advise you stand directly underneath of this. We'll make for more dramatic storytelling later. Let's go. Oh yeah, that's right. You get the junk jet right here. Well, we don't have anywhere near the carrying capacity for that, so we will just leave that for now. And I highly doubt I'm ever going to use it. Oh, don't mind if I do. Always use some more duct tape. Oh, password time. Let's see here. Line 0. There we go. Hey, got it.
Engine core power restored.
Well, then you won't need this anymore. Thank you.
All
right. I want everybody else to notice this. See, there's a door right over there. Now watch what happens. The door's still open.
Commencing 5-second.
Look at this. Dance, you can hear this countdown too. Come on, you got plenty of time. It'll take you about 2 seconds to run over there. This is on you. I don't feel bad. Look at you, plenty of time. This isn't even a fast countdown. This is like a 15-second countdown. Yeah, this is all you, Dance. You deserve all of the pain you're about to receive. There we are. Look, and you're safe in the corner. Oh, now you're just showing off. Look at that. He's like, look at me. I'm invulnerable to heat. Suck it, engine.
Test firing completed.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for you at all.
Of
Oh my God! Are you all right?
7%.
Choked by those flames. But thanks to my power armor, I'm still in one piece.
Yeah. You ran right under there. We all saw it.
We have a way to get to the transmitter. Let's go.
This is your mission. Oh, I love carrier transfer. So it's so funny. We were just talking about how salvage beacons was my immersive solution, and that people say, you know, why don't you just use an unlimited carry mod? And I don't like to. And then I happily use carry weight transfer. It's one of my favorite mods. But I still think that feels like an immersive solution. It's just eliminating a busy work step of having to pass stuff to the NPCs and then remember to unload it from them when you get back to your settlement. I really actually love that type of feature. I'm seeing in more RPGs and stuff where you kind of get access to your companions without having to do any of the busy work. It's just kind of like I think Outer Worlds does this, where you can just use their skills as if they're your own. So I think it's just kind of implying they're the one doing it for you. I love that. I think it's a great quality of life improvement. Come on, get in. Yeah, of course. Dog meat was always in here in these elevators with me. You slacker, Dance. All right, let's see how long it takes before he teleports up behind me. Oh, hey.
I think we're being stalked.
Not getting past me.
Movement detected. Hi, guys.
Open fire.
That's for you. Oops, sorry, bud. All right, let's try our VAPS action again. Let's do the. Nope, man, that's gonna take a while to get used to. It goes so fast. Man, I'm getting the hookup on fusion cells here for this gun. Hey, hey, hey! We were just talking about uninstalling this mod. Now we got one to use. I can play with it finally. What is this? Plus 90 to negative 45% damage, inversely proportional to your... What? That is nonsense. I'm not even going to try and figure out what that means. What do we got? What else we got in here? We'll take some pre-war money. Oh, and I forgot we're... Oh, come on. Let's see here. We are all leathered up right now. Let's see here. Apparel. A lightweight boiled right arm. Perfect. All right, hold on. Get back into first person. Thank you. All right, let's equip this thing. Berserker's rocket puncher. How do I change to the? How does this work? It didn't ask me to select ammo. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I dropped those Assaultron heads that I was complaining about last episode. And now I want them because I've been waiting to test this weapon and I never saw it. So here we are. All right. Well, now we're not getting rid of that mod until I get a chance to play with this because I want to shoot a boxing glove at somebody's face. Let's see here. So now we got to solve our inventory problem. And this is, oh wait, is Danse not my companion again?
Danse?
What's going on?
Keep the noise down. This place is crawling with hostiles.
Okay. Well, I need you to help me out here, bud. What can we drop? What do we not need? Well, we can get rid of our extra. We didn't even have shoulders. That's a bummer. Looks like more junk going to the ground. Sure, we don't need nuclear material anytime soon. Gotta have those screws though. Okay, we can get rid of all these gas canisters. Okay, that puts us with a nice buffer. Those gas canisters were really chewing up our space. Yes, give me those stim packs. We are terrible at this game. Need all the help we can get. Speaking of, actually, I gotta remember to use my food out of combat. I ditched a bunch of the food because I realized on my other character I was just hoarding it for no apparent reason. So I'm trying to get better about getting rid of all that excess thing. Here we go. All the excess garbage in my inventory. Oh, of course you teleport to me. And then you teleport out the door. You are just a magical guy. Oh, hold on. There might be perfectly good loot over here. No, we don't need any of that. Wait, was there... Usually whenever I see one of these boards, there's duct tape to be found. Not so much today, though. Okay, let's get out there.
Paladin.
Well, that could have gone smoother, but mission accomplished.
Yeah, you could have came in the side room with me. All right, yeah, let's take advantage of our charisma.
I thought we did fine.
That sweep was sloppy. We were caught unprepared more than once, which is unacceptable. However, your extra gun gave us the edge we needed. I'm not certain I could have accomplished the mission alone.
I thought we worked well as a team.
Agreed. It's a refreshing change to work with a civilian who can follow orders properly. That being said, I believe we have two important matters to discuss. First and foremost, if you'll hand me the deep-range transmitter, I'd like to compensate you for your assistance during this operation. I think you'll find this weapon useful. It's my own personal modification of the standard Brotherhood laser rifle. May it serve you well in battle.
Ooh, okay. And I think, yeah, it's got like a little custom mod on it from that one mod we have, which I gotta remember. Vanilla Unique Weapons Remastered. So it's got like the little logo on there. That's a cool idea for a mod to give those things like a little special feel to them. We're not gonna use the dang thing, but I'll take it. Yeah, don't you need
to keep it?
This isn't the only weapon at my disposal. Brotherhood soldiers always carry a backup.
You too can hold weapons in your,
as far as the second matter goes,
yeah.
I wanted to make you a proposal. We had a lot thrown at us back there. Our op could have ended in disaster, but you kept your cool and handled it like a soldier. There's no doubt in my mind that you've got what it takes. The way I see it, you've got a choice. You could spend the rest of your life wandering from place to place, trading an extra hand for a meager reward. Or you could join the Brotherhood of Steel and make your mark on the world. So, what do you say?
I don't know.
It's a big decision, so I understand your hesitation. If you decide you want to become one of us, you know where we are. Good luck.
Oh, yes, I got a trigger off of the quest completion. That's the best, and I didn't have to hear the obnoxious noise for it. Give me those sweet level ups. There we go. Oh, that's the best. That perk is so broken, but it's perfect for what we're trying to do. Awesome. All right, let's. So I think now, well, I'm gonna go off camera and play around my level menu, but I think we next. Let's see. Let's look at our map right here. Oh my God, we have so much stuff going on here. Let's take a look at all this stuff we found. Is there anything close by? Yeah, it looks like we can go hop right over there and do that creation club thing real fast. What is this? Early retirement. What do we got here? And then we've got a map marker in Diamond City. We'll definitely go to that. Wait, is that coming from early retirement? All right, let's listen to this radio signal real quick here. Wait, where did it go? What was it called? Just Strange Signal? Do I even have? I don't have anything called Strange Signal. No, it's not that. Oh, a little smooth jazz. That's from Monkey Spunk's mod, I believe. The Bleachers, I think that's coming from. Let's see here. Maybe not, though. Maybe it's coming from Diamond City Expansion. I apologize, Monkey, if this is from your mod, and I got it, and I just tried to give away credit to somebody else. Let's see here. What is this Strange Signal? Why can't I see it? There should be a thing called Strange Signal if they want me to actually listen to it. All right, we're going to call that one. That's a busted one. Maybe this requires something special with the delayed CC thing. Maybe it broke this. I don't know. I'll have to check. I'll have to check in with Captain Coots and see what's going on. What do we see here? Are any of these close? Okay, so there's a change. I don't know if any of you guys follow 76 development, but they announced a change I actually want in Fallout 4 so bad, which is a way to have your inactive quest markers show up on your map anyway, just like kind of not as pronounced, so you can see the one you're working on. I love that idea of not having to come in my map and toggle them all on and off. Okay, so we happen to be by the propane station and this, so we can actually go knock out a couple over here. What about, we're not doing out of home. This 9 lives, I think I determined was from one of Niher's mods. Yeah, I think that's from that. That's probably not supposed to be there. Or it is, I guess. It's not my favorite way to do things, but let's see. Where is Hubris Station? That is way off over there. Okay, we're not going to do that. But yeah, that's why I would love the idea of just not having to do this. Of having to come into my map or my Pip-Boy and waste all this time dinking around with objectives. So, all right, well, we're going to head over there and see what's next. And then I'll wait till we're a little further from all the action before I mess around with my perks. We can survive without more perks. Oh, I lost my power armor, or my transfer with Danse. That's a bummer. I actually don't know if I actually configured carry weight transfer. So by default, I don't think it does anything until you tell it to. But there's an option, I think in the latest version, where it'll automatically transfer a certain percentage of weight. I'm not sure. I stopped using the latest version because something about it I didn't like one of the changes he made, but I don't remember what it is. I was happy with the version I had, so I just left it. This way. Here we go. Oh, see, now it looks like we're right in Far Harbor already. So it's going to make Far Harbor feel even more at home. Ooh, what is that? Settler. No, I wonder what that little light is. Read the farmer's note. Emma's keepsake. What is happening here? Alright, let's see. Miscellaneous. Farmer's note and Emma's keep. What is Emma's keepsake? Oh, that's funky. I guess it's a bell? This looks like something from Skyrim. Alright, let's see. Farmer's note. All right, this week we got to do something a little different. So Raybo has given me a great list of mods once again, but I like to cherry pick and find a few that I think you guys watching my series will like, either because it's related to something that I've been doing, or I think it fits well with Sim Settlements fans, stuff like that. Well, I'm filming 2 episodes back to back here, so he's only given me 1 suggestion list, and there are just 2 of them that I want to show you guys. So I'm going to show you one this episode and one the next episode. So I'm going to go with the one that's already made hot files. It basically made hot files within a few hours, and then you guys can get the other one next time. But that is the Capital Wasteland Workshop project. The Capital Wasteland team is in the process of recreating Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. At least, I don't think they're recreating the whole thing. They were creating large swaths of it, and they are going to capture a lot of the feel. And they have done this insane workshop pack and released it out to us. And this is by Grilled Turkey and HCGX Grill. Definitely go check this out if you love building, if you just love Fallout 3 and you just want a little nostalgia kick. This is such an awesome workshop pack, and it's no wonder it was up in Hot Files probably an hour after it came out. Such a cool little pack, and most of you probably already know about it, but on the off chance somebody out there didn't see this yet, go grab it. Capital Wasteland Workshop Pack, such a really beautiful mod, and it's just giving me the nostalgia feels all over the place. They really crushed capturing some of these elements, some of the feels, and some of the things they put in here are nobody expected. I think like the bartender and things like that. So go check out Capital Wasteland Workshop Pack to see what I'm talking about. Very, very cool mod. Oh, that's supposed to be like an alien artifact, because this must be from the alien stuff, from the Zeta. I don't remember what it's called. The Zeta something or another gives you the alien weapons. I saw a video of it, and there's a section in there where it does this really sweet animation I absolutely love of the it looks like the saucer appears out of thin air. Okay, great. Emma's keepsake back to the wild. All right, what do you want, buddy? What are you doing here?
Excuse me.
Please, I'm so thirsty. Could you spare any water?
I don't think I think I
What
ditched
kind of
all my
water
water.
did you need?
Purified would be wonderful, but anything you have would do.
Well, there's a river right over there. You're sitting right next to it. Just drink
Wish
out
I
of
could
that.
help, but I don't have any.
If you do find some, don't forget about me.
All right, I've already forgotten about you. Let's see. What is this? Propane station. Let's go check this out. Following our clues. Oh, who are you? Dawson.
What the fuck was that?
Ooh, I got an idea. We're going to play with a new toy here. Inventory weapons. We're going to try and use these explosive rounds on this bow. I haven't even got to use the bow yet, but I know we have explosive rounds for it, so we're going to use them. Explosive. Ooh, so much damage, so much damage. Okay, hey, bud. Ooh, that took a nice chunk out. Gotcha. Well, that was awesome. Ooh, what do we got here? We're not using that. Hey, when we get one of our explosive arrows back, I don't know how that works, but I'll take it. Yeah, we don't want your power armor. Get out of here. Oh, and you drank all the Coca-Cola, you dick. Oh, rocket-propelled gloves. We're in business, boys. Oh, that's exciting. Oops, I just took everything. I don't know.
Nice.
I am just so excited right now. I'm just slamming all the buttons without reading anything. All right, we need to figure out what just happened there in my inventory. Okay, first up, we load this bad boy up. Then, let's see, ditch this Coast Guard hat. We've already got a proper sea hat. Don't worry about that. I don't have space for your nonsense. What else did we pick up here? Okay, I think that's good. Okay. Oh, man. We need to find an enemy, and I think we just found one. I hear somebody. Who's getting a rocket glove to the face? Raider scum. Hey, bud. Oh, it's so good. It's everything I hoped for. Oh, dog. You're next. This is so ridiculously silly. I love it. Oh, my God. It's worth the. It might be worth the Assaultron heads just for these fun moments. All right, are there any more raiders I can get like a long distance punch in the head? Let's see here. What else is here? Read. Oh, holotape. Forgot about that. I'm too excited about my rocket gloves. But mod of the episode, hands down. Dawson's holotape. There we go. Oh, come on, Bethesda. You can't give us any voices in your Creation Club content. Just let let Fading Signal record the voices for you. All right, let's see here. Sending data. I feel like it's always the last one. It's always the last entry. Activate the Sentinel power armor. Where do I do that? Wait a second. Oh wait, do I have the Sentinel power armor? Is that what's going on here? Is that one of the other things I picked up? Where is it? Is it maybe another holotape? Sentinel system log. What did I miss? Ah, I got too excited. I got so overexcited about my rocket puncher. I may have missed something here. Let's try. Let's see here. Show on map. Okay, there must be something in my inventory already. I'm sure some of you guys are screaming at the screen who have already done this. Usually that type of item that you can activate is going to have to be either an aid item or a holotape. So let's see here. Is it under settings? No. Oh, zoom in. Let's see here. Oh, we do have broken assaultron hands. I thought these for certain these were supposed to be ammo. I wonder if they got reclassified by some other mod. I don't know what's going on with these, but these were supposed to be ammo, I thought, for the rocket punch thing. Well, let me drop them and I'll try again, because they definitely were flagged as part of the rocket punch mod, unless maybe the mod creator made a mistake. I haven't really looked into his thing yet. Let's see. Command radio field. I think this is from FCOM. Discard. No, we don't care about that. No. Oh, here we go. Oh, apparently, I think I had, maybe I had this from before. I don't know. Oh, activate the Sentinel power armor. So it's right by me. Okay, so apparently that's just like a bug in their quest. Is that you don't get the quest objective until you read the second thing, or you don't get the map marker. That's odd. Okay, let's save. Hack. Activate. Uh-oh, do I gotta fight you now, or are you just my buddy? Oh, you're just my pal. How do I control you now? What can I do with you? Can I equip this stuff on you? How does this work? Let's see here. Hack? How do we use you? Let's see. Access storage and modify loadout. Yes, that's what we want. Okay, and then we can give him these pieces. Okay, that's clever. I like that. They're trying to teach you right away how to use this thing. All right, you equip this stuff. Okay, so I think he's just basically a companion. That's interesting. I guess you're going to be my first companion, buddy. You're just going to follow me along for a while. Did not expect it to go this way. I honestly had no idea how that creation worked. Sentry bot default. Mr. Gutsy. Yeah, I like the sentry bot. That feels right. Memory free. We're not going to mess with that. Standby mode. No, I think we're good. I don't think this thing is getting picked up by, let's see. Let's find that thing. The holotape for that mod I was just talking about that I love. If I can remember. Companion. What is that? Okay, I'll figure it out off camera. Well, actually, let me check my inventory amount. Yeah, I did definitely not getting a share from you. All right, I got to do it the old-fashioned way with you for now. All right, let's... All right, I think I'm going to skip doing the alien one for now. I'll come back and do that enough, because now we're going to get into crazy, wacky territory already that I got this power armor following me around. So maybe I'll use a mod to make him mortal or something, so he's just a temporary companion, because that's one of the things that can get kind of boring, I think, in the Let's Plays, is when people have the same companion the whole time. But all right, I think we're going to head to Diamond City now. Endorsement time. It's that reminder. Go and endorse those mods you love. So I have a few in here we're going to be endorsing, and let's see. I think the first one that's going to get a thumbs up from me is VAF's Redux. So it's definitely going to take some getting used to for me, but it's implemented beautifully. All the options work as advertised for me. I had gotten a lot of bug reports that VAFs would have problems with some settlements with HUD framework. I haven't seen that, but maybe I'm misunderstanding what the issue people were reporting was. So definitely going to give VAFs a thumbs up. We're going to go ahead and give TrueGrass a thumbs up, because I've been loving all of the environment stuff. I don't know. I know some of them are probably causing some problems. I'm sure some number of whatever environment mods I have are causing a lot of my frame rate issues, but don't care. Looks gorgeous. Having a great time with it. And I think that was it that I've hit so far in this particular session. So definitely go endorse those mods you love. If you are new to this with Vortex, you can come to your mods page and choose undecided under endorse, and then just slam down this thumbs up real quick. It's a great way to encourage new mod authors to keep making us more cool stuff. Okay, I feel like I've been talking about doing this for months, and we're finally pulling the trigger. It's time should prepare for regression. So what I'm going to do first here is I'm going to just start tearing this place down. I'm going to get it so that we have as minimal as I can of settlers. I think I'm going to aim for 25, but I might have to stop at 30. But what I'm going to basically do is I'm going to tear out all of our advanced industrial because they're terrible in city plans anyway. And what I'm trying to do here, for those who haven't been following along my previous season, I have this big crazy sanctuary design that I built up throughout our first character of this series. And I want to turn it into a city plan, and right now this is 50 people and over 100 plots, and it's just too much for most people's computers. So I'm going to release this version as a complex build, so this will be the level 3 of a complex build, but I want to get this down to a more simplified version that we can try and release for everybody. Maybe not on Xbox, I'm not sure about that. So I got to cut the number of people down, and I think most PC players can handle about 25 in Sanctuary. Sanctuary is actually a very good build area. If you're not using Red Rocket or Abernathy, you can go pretty nuts in Sanctuary, even on Xbox. So we're going to start. I'm going to get rid of all our advanced industrial. I'm going to keep track on a piece of paper of how many I'm actually scrapping, and we'll see where we're at after that. Now, because this is probably going to take a while, because the code is going to get really backed up when I start scrapping like this, we'll probably do this all in fast forward so you guys don't have to watch it in real time. So Luke, if you could do your magic. Goodbye, giant friend. We worked so hard for you. And now we wait for the scripts to catch up. Hey, there we go. So the reason that I wanted to show you guys that is because I think a lot of people run into that issue and just assume that everything's broken. And it's just, nope, it's just that the settlement system is horrendously script intensive, and some settlements does not help the situation. So when you scrap that many plots, each of those plots has a bunch of work items, which are all kind of part of the default workshop system. So scrapping a plot is the equivalent of scrapping basically like 30 workshop items. So we did what it turned out to be 23 plots there times 30 workshop items. Basically, the game has to process the scripts of 600 items or something crazy. So it can take quite a while. So if you were in that situation that I just did, where you scrapped a bunch of stuff and you just felt like everything was broken, you just gotta wait longer, unfortunately. All right, so we scrapped those out. I'll do all the scrapping of all this other stuff off camera. Like, I'll get rid of all these things here that just don't make any sense to be facing the non-existent tower. I'll get rid of all these foundations, etc. And then we might get rid of these generators and just keep the pile over here. All right, so we've lost our park, although I am going to keep this fence just because then it'll leave a nice area for you guys to play with and build in, that you can add your own little flares to this. So the next thing is then, so we've gotten rid of 23 work plots, so we got to pick out at least 2 more, which will get us down to 25, which is what my hope was we were going to be able to get. So I think the first thing we can tackle are farms. So we've got to think about this from the perspective that we won't actually have 20 food coming from these. Instead, we're just going to have the 12 food, but we'll also need far less food because we'll have way less settlers. So if I just do some quick rough math in my head, on average, a settler with a level 3 home requires 3 food. So if we ditch 25 guys, that's 75 food less we can produce. And these farms are all going to produce 8 food less. So that means that we can afford to lose. So let's do the numbers there. So we're going to lose, I guess we'll count the plots here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 agricultural. Do I have any interior? I don't remember if I did any interior. So 7 times 20 is 140 food. And obviously the numbers up at the top don't count the negatives that Sim Settlements applies. And so let's double check for interiors. I know we had them for a while, but I think I scrapped them at some point in the playthrough. So yeah, we don't have any interiors here. Let me go check the other building just to be certain. But if I look at it from that perspective of if we've got 7, if we assume they're going to each produce 12, that's 70, and sometimes 2 is 14, so that's 84 food. And then 25 settlers are going to require 75, so that's 1 off. I call that good enough. So we can assume we need to keep our farms even without the industrial gone. With the advanced industrial, that'll keep them at level 3. So the way you get them to level 4, for people who didn't follow along all of the season or don't play Industrial Revolution, there's a special building in Industrial Revolution that once you unlock it and build it at a settlement, all of your farms go to a special secret level 4. So we're going to lose that in this by getting rid of the advanced industrial. So we're going to have pretty much exactly enough food. So we got to pick something else to get rid of. So let's think about another job. I'm thinking probably this weird recreational plot I jammed inside of the bar because it's awkward, but I love the vertical space this bar adds. So I don't know about that. And then of course we still get rooftop dwellers. You're never going to escape that in this game apparently. So let's think about what else we need. So we also probably have way too much defense. We probably don't need nearly this much defense when we drop the number of settlers we have. So that's another place we can go. I love the look of this one over here. I like this one over here. Yeah, we've got one jammed in just to keep it kind of spread around. So I'm going to look for somewhere where we've got multiple. I know we got 2 at the main entrance. So I'm thinking if we have 2 back here, which I believe we do. Yes, we do. I think we can ditch one of these. So if we get rid of this guy and we just put in a wall there, I think that gets one. That's one of our jobs gone. So let's start with that. So let's trim you down, and we'll have to do a little rewiring here. So yeah, okay. Of course, we got to wait for that to do its thing too. But we'll go ahead and just wire this right to here for now. And then we can let's see. I'm gonna turn off auto exit workshop mode. And we'll do a little cloning action of this guy. Actually, let's get one that's a little bit away so it's a little bit different. I got a nice pattern of these set up over here. Clone you. Come back over here. And we're just gonna bury you in. F2 to turn off surface snap. And I think I'm just gonna scale this guy right up. No. We're gonna just scale this up here with our place everywhere, so that we only have to have one in here tucked next to this plot. Let's see. Oh, actually, we can do it like this. And then I guess that power pole being outside is fine. All right, so that plot should disappear shortly. We got to get rid of the foundation it's on because I think I built that manually. Get rid of you. Don't need any of those. And then, okay, all this plot stuff should scrap itself shortly, as you guys just watched in that time lapse, that all this stuff eventually goes away. Okay, so that takes care of one job. So that's 24 down. And then we just need to pick one more. So I don't think we did any regular industrial, which actually is going to slow city plan development. Without regular industrial, the scrap generation is very miserable. I still love our commercial district, and I'm not going to get rid of it. So I'm guessing, okay, so we have 3 plots over here. So I think we're gonna sacrifice one of our another one of our marshal out front here. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of this guy, and that gives a nice wide path for our merchants to get over and get to their little tent here. Was that connecting anything important? No, that flag will disappear in a moment. Okay, so that puts that in a good space. So then the last issue we've got to solve for our level 3. Obviously, I know we still have to get rid of 25 residentials, which I'll deal with that in a moment. But we're also going to end up with a water problem, I believe. So we've got 49 water right now. And I don't know if that... Actually, no, it might have worked itself out. So one of the things the Advanced Industrial does for heavy balance is it puts a major negative to a lot of your resources. So it'll put a negative to happiness. It puts negatives to water. It puts negatives to defense. It adds a lot of power requirement. And so I think by that going away, we're actually going to be... We actually have too much water. That's not what I expected. I was so expecting all the water. Oh, and you know what? I see this marshal over here. I kind of now regret deleting this one. I would have rather got rid of this one, but that's okay. It is what it is. We have an excess of defense. Maybe even it might be better to... Oh, actually, you know what? here's the thing. I don't want to actually add any other plots. I was briefly thinking maybe I'll replace a few with industrial, but if I do that, then all of a sudden I'm going to have to create different level 2, 1, and 0 even for the complex build, which I don't want to have to do. Like that's just going to overly complicate a lot of the design work I'm going to have to do. So we're not going to do that. What I am going to do, I think, is just thinking here, just make sure I don't make any major mistakes, because this is one of the things you got to be careful with when you're doing regression or doing preparation, is that you can't there's no real undo. You basically just have to make, what I would recommend you actually do is just make saves periodically when you're trying to make these decisions. So if you want to roll back, you can. I have not been doing that. I'm acting a little bold and stupid. Yeah, I'm debating whether or not we need regular industrial in here. I mean, I know the city plan will work without it. It just functions better. Okay, good. There goes that martial plot. But we're going to have like a crazy amount of extra defense, way more than we actually need for the way this settlement is actually laid out. But I think we'll just deal with that, just for the sake of, it's just going to require too much redesign, and then having to manage multiple levels is more than I'm going to want to deal with. We'll just take advantage of the fact that Sim Settlements has plot swapping. So when you guys go to use this city plan, you know, early on, you're going to get all these commercial, and they're not going to be terribly useful to you in the early game, so you can just swap some of those for regular industrial temporarily, which will boost up the speed your scrap generation happens, and then you'll be in good shape. Though, from what I've had discussions with some people who play the mod a lot, they talk about, we've talked about the fact that a lot of people now have graduated beyond the scrap system in Sim Settlements, and often will just cheat it anyway. I know I'm at that point where I just cheat a lot of this stuff when I'm building settlements. I just put on free workshop mode and don't even worry about resources when I'm building settlements. So it'll hopefully work itself out. But I think we need to get rid of one more plot still. And oh wait, no, or did we determine we got rid of two? We got rid of 2 martial. Okay, so I'm just talking myself in circles here. All right, so I think it's just recreation, or I mean, I think it's just residential we got to get rid of. So I'm going to start getting rid of those, and maybe you guys can watch and fast forward again. And I'm also going to, I won't turn, I was going to turn on the lights by setting the time to a certain time, but I'm okay with this. We lit this place up enough that it'll work well. So let's get to figuring out what we're going to get rid of. And that's 25. All right, so now I'm going to record another little time lapse of all this stuff disappearing. And you guys can see once again, this is just unfortunately how it can be when you start scrapping loads and loads of plots. I got to find a good spot where you can see where the majority of them are. So let's see, there's that big one right there. And then there's a few down this main drag here. Okay, that should be a good angle. Okay, so as you can see, again, the crazy amount of script lag. It got definitely better the second time doing that, even though we scrapped the same amount. And that's likely just because there were that many less items that the game was handling scripts for and everything. So As you can see, we had to do quite the strip mine operation, which was getting real hard at the end there to decide on those last few houses. Had to take care of I think the only one I really wish I didn't have to get rid of was the one that was right here in the street, because I loved the pathing that forced in the settlement, where you kind of had to wind around, because I love settlements where you can get lost in them. But because we had to strip out so much other stuff anyway, I feel like that feeling had been lost before I got rid of that. So then I was just thinking about how most players like to design their sanctuary, and I think most players tend to enjoy having this road open, so that gave us that back. So then I thought this settlement in general might be more enjoyable for the average person. But one of the things I did when I was deciding on these is I started thinking about this from a regression standpoint. I was trying to figure out where are we going to have each of our levels be, and I realized that we kind of have a natural setup for the different levels. So if you think about when we started building this, we started with this little circle here, and I think we can continue with that. That'll become our level 0. We'll have just these little houses, and then we've got these two nice little kind of cul-de-sacs that have formed, little neighborhoods that we can add in one of them for each of the levels. So maybe we add that one in level 1. We add this one. I don't know why my camera's going so slow. Oh, it's because I was used to being in, before I was in workshop mode with workshop plus speed. Now I'm just in TFC mode. But then we've got this. This could be our level 2 neighborhood. And then level 3, we add all the verticality. We add in, our 2 houses up on the roofs over there. We add in, maybe we'll finish off the bar or something. That's where we get the real flashy stuff. And that, and maybe even these 2 houses over here. I'm not sure when those are going to appear. But the idea was just thinking of, when I think about it from what we're going to have to do to make the place change from level to level in a big way, I wanted to keep the feel of these little neighborhoods forming, these little circles of people. I really like that idea. And then probably we'll pick and choose what we want to do for the, as far as the jobs and stuff that are going to come and go. I tend to build toward, people start with farms and defense and industrial, and then later levels they start adding in recreational and commercial, because that's kind of high society stuff that you don't need to survive, and so we'll probably reflect that in our levels. But I think this is a good spot to end this particular little session. You guys can now see, for those of you who don't have ungodly powerful machines, this is roughly what you're going to get in the level 3 version of this design when we release it. I'll clean up all the random junk, like all that stuff that was left over in the industrial district, and anything that's kind of floaty or left here that maybe I had assumed that a house was taken care of, and we'll get rid of those as well, so that you guys have a nice clean space to work with. But yeah, that feels like a good spot to end this.